Oh yeah, we're back.
Hi guys. Do I actually have any skills?
I don't
Skill
need
points?
skill points.
Yeah.
Skill points? No, we don't. We never get enough experience for any skill points.
Well, fuck.
I think we actually have two because we killed a mini boss. But no, we killed too few enemies and died too much to ever actually get a skill point.
I might farm after this session.
Yeah, we have two.
Okay.
That's travel.
That's travel. Well,
Acquire skills is below it.
this one.
Yep.
Okay. What do you think we should get, Alec?
Yeah, I don't know. The only thing worth two that is a good buy is Vault Over, but we're not gonna get anything good that you can use Vault Over with for a while.
Yeah, you're right. I'll just keep them because we're gonna get at least a skill point after I
And
beat
the
Nichiro.
Senpo esoteric text.
Oh, you're right.
We're not gonna get that for a while, though.
We might get sooner than you think, because I might just go to Senpo to get it.
It's at the very end of Senpo.
It's like the middle.
No,
isn't
it's
it?
the end.
No, it's
No.
at the end.
You're right.
It's literally the last. It's after you get like the blade, you get Senpo. You get the text.
I got before I got the blade.
You can't get it before you get the blade.
Oh,
But you do have to like get to like the very final build. Essentially, when you can get the text, you don't have to fight any more enemies.
Mm.
Man, Senpo Temple's fucking weird. We're gonna talk about it when we get to Senpo Temple. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, you want to go in a different order than I went, so I'm curious.
Well, so I want to go in the order that lets us not have to do any backtracking.
That's fair.
And lets us like basically do the most content in a straight line.
Oh.
Because one of this game has like 3 big areas that you can go to, and if you look behind Genichiro, you can actually see Senpo Temple.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, right back there where you see all those like red trees and shit.
Oh.
Well, one of the places you have to go through actually gives you a new exploration ability. And then getting that exploration ability makes the second area much easier and lets you do a lot of things there. And then having that exploration ability lets you basically do everything in the final area. Yeah.
Oh shit, we have that.
What? Oh, we got a spring shuriken? Yeah.
Not the spring shuriken, the close attack.
Oh, yeah, the follow-up.
The advancing strike or whatever.
Yeah, that is incredibly useful.
Man, I've never seen him grab that much.
Yeah, he's doing a lot. I'm
Man,
also giving him a lot of breath, so there's that.
Have you guys fucking have either of you guys done any of the character endings from MKX?
No.
Like Fok Chronica?
You mean MK11?
I'm gonna call it X forever because that's just a much better name. But yeah, MK11.
Was that a better game?
No, better name. Not
Oh.
better game.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't play enough MKX to really say, but like of the 5 minutes I played MKX compared to the first 5 minutes I played 11, I enjoyed 11 a lot more.
Oh yeah. Well, that's because fucking 11 doesn't have goddamn X-rays.
Yeah.
X-rays are horseshit. Oh man, you're doing really bad here. We're gonna give you a fucking 30 to 40% attack.
Well, I like the meter system more. I like the crushing blows. Everything just feels so much better.
Everything's way better.
Also, the walk speed. Holy shit.
It's
I'm loving MK11.
I love the cowboy.
Yeah, Black. Fucking Chronica has a fucked up fatality.
Chronica has a fatality?
Yeah, so all bosses have fatalities if you lose to them.
That's
awesome.
And she basically just fucking splits you in half 3 different ways, but just does it forever because she controls time.
Mm-hmm.
So her fatality is just you getting split in half and then put back together and getting split in half and put back together just in the background.
That's hilarious.
Pretty fucking funny. I watched Maximilian Dude's fucking like rating all the fatals.
Oh yeah.
Video for MK11.
Yeah.
Holy shit, there's some fucking cool fatalities in MK11.
I really like Devora's. It actually makes me want to play Devora.
Damn it.
Fuck Devora. Devora shouldn't have been in the game. Like,
Really?
Well, so I played the story, and she doesn't do anything in the story. Like I can here's everything Devora does in the MK11 story. She goes up and she's like, hey Shao Kahn, come through Chronica's time portal that I didn't make, that Chronica made. They walk through and then she's like, oh by the way, Shao Kahn, I killed your daughter. And then Shao Kahn's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
And then he kills her?
No.
Whoa.
And then jump forward to the very end of the story, and then she stabs Scorpion and kills him, and then she's gone.
Huh.
And here's how she fucking kills Scorpion. Is she sneaks up on him. How the fuck does Bug Lady sneak up on Grandmaster Ninja? That doesn't make any fucking sense. I actually don't want to get into it. Fucking MK11 story might be one of the weakest fucking MK stories of all time.
Huh.
It's terrible. It's god awful. And it goes into a big problem I have with writing these kinds of stories, which is if you ever get to your ending and you do something that has completely invalidated everything.
Fuck.
If you make a game and the end of the game completely invalidates the entire game and it doesn't do it for a good reason,
Yeah.
you've written that bad.
Well, it's like the criticisms I kind of have with the first few episodes of Cowboy Bebop, where just for whatever reason they don't have money at the end. Like they always have an excuse so that they can have the next episode. You know. I was like, I love Cowboy Bebop. I love the beginning, the middle, I love everything about it, except for that fucking plot point. It drives me insane every time I see it.
But that one's a little bit understandable because I can guarantee you with what time it came out, it's somewhat tough. Because with the characters they made in Cowboy Bebop, it's much more interesting to see them poor.
Well, yeah, exactly. It's the same with like.
That's why Samurai Champloo, they never have money.
Yeah, or like.
It's why Ed and Eddie never get the Jawbreakers.
Yeah, like I understand the reason behind it.
Yeah, but the way
insane.
they did it wasn't done well enough. Is what you're saying.
It's like, but I also really like serialized shows and like that character growth, like.
Oh yeah, an Omen.
There's
nothing.
There's this lesser known and also lower quality. Space western known as Outlaw Star, and one of the things I really love about that show is there are episodes where it starts with them being in fatigue because even though they're going in like warp drive and stuff, it still takes like 3 months to go from one place to the next
Because space
and like it
is
follows
big.
like those physics and shit, and they always have a bit of money or like anything that happened in the previous episodes do carry over, and I really appreciate that.
Oh yeah, like. I don't know when it happened, but TV shows and not normal TV shows like shows like Ed, Ed and Eddie, where every episode could be considered its own different universe.
Yeah, those are
started to have sequential storylines that mattered, and I love that.
Like Adventure Time.
Yeah.
You know, Adventure Time was based off of Penn Ward's D&D.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Penn Ward's D&D campaign and stuff.
Yeah, so and it's like it's not. I don't dislike having like every episode kind of be its own new story and having the other ones not kind of matter.
Yeah.
When they're not big important things, because Adventure Time does the same thing. Like the episode where it's raining knives. That episode doesn't really matter or anything, but it's a fun episode. But then they have the big episode where you fucking see Marceline's dad, and that changes the whole show.
Oh, Hudson?
Yeah.
I love Hudson Abadir.
His name is Hudson Abadir?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a dope name.
So one of the reasons why that might be one of my favorite episodes of all time is because he goes up to the fucking penguin. He's like, "You have the darkest soul I've ever seen. Join your soul to mine." And the penguin just fucking makes the penguin sound. He's like, "No, you can't have my soul."
Wait, I thought it was the peppermint that's evil as fuck.
Both of them were terrifying.
Gunter's just a penguin, so he can't say how evil he is.
Jeez.
Now, if you look into the corner of this room and cross your eyes, you'll open up the portal to the hell dimension. It's like, how the fuck do you know that, Peppermint Butler? She's weird. That show was fucking way ahead of its time.
Adventure Time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when it came out, it was just another kid show. It was just another like weird kid show.
Yeah.
But then they really go into it and they have a really good explanation for why it's post-apocalyptic. And then they have this really cool series of episodes where the Lich comes in, but then it goes to an alternate like Finn and Jake.
Yeah.
Where Jake is actually just a normal fucking dog. And I don't remember exactly what happens. So I need to rewatch probably like the final few seasons of Adventure Time.
Did you see the last episode?
I did not.
Me either. I heard it made people cry though, so.
Oh, I heard it was very, very good.
Oh, damn it.
But there was always something really interesting, and this episode came out back when I hadn't like started to get serious about like learning how to write and writing my own thing and being very critical of how people write.
Yeah.
Due to the things I knew, but it had completely normal like thin human get some kind of weird power, but have it, but it was power from like it was powers and abilities from the TV show Adventure Time World and not the more mimicking of real life Adventure Time World that Finn was from.
Mm-hmm.
So he completely fucks everything up because it doesn't work like that here. And, it's like fucking up his word and like changing things. And that was super interesting to me. I was like, oh, that's great. Having like weird forms of power that don't work for this world to really fuck up the world.
Or like how anytime there's an alternate reality version of Finn, he's missing an arm for some reason. Like,
Well, doesn't he eventually lose his arm?
he does eventually lose his arm, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a cool robot arm.
or how like he gets a different sword, and like at the end he gets his dad's sword or whatever. Like each season he gets a new sword.
Yeah.
And it doesn't add anything. Like it adds something to the fans, but it doesn't like.
It
you didn't know that.
very rarely comes up in actual combat.
Yeah.
Like I think I don't think it was the. It definitely
Oh, I
wasn't the
knew
first
that was gonna be a sweep, and I still.
So that hit.
Yeah.
That got hit. It doesn't. Oh, it definitely wasn't the first time where I think he's changed swords, but the most memorable one in my opinion that happened very early in the show was when he got the demon blood sword.
Oh, I love that sword. The red one.
What?
It's like red and like jaggedy, right?
Yeah, it's the red and has like a cross. It's like a cross with a circle on it.
Yeah.
Do I still have a death node?
Yeah.
Cool.
And to get it, he has to go through this dungeon that his dad made.
Oh.
And at the very end of the dungeon, you like see some kind of like memory crystal that like his dad was killed in that dungeon, and all that by the demon, and that made the sword pretty important, because yeah, he's going through the dungeon that his dad made, and he has to do all this special stuff to get the sword, and then, can you like crack your
Sorry,
hand like, back here?
Yeah, I can. My bad. I'm so sweaty.
And so anytime you would see that sword, it's like that sword's important. This is a sword that his dad made and all that. And it was weird to have that level of storytelling on Cartoon Network, where it was surrounded by shows like Gumball.
Oh, Gumball.
I think Gumball got a weird level of storytelling like way later.
Yeah.
It's weird. Adventure Time. I'll talk about it once cutscene's over.
This is so cool. I love that Genichiro isn't like ripped.
No,
He's so sinewy. Like,
well, he's actually very muscly.
yeah. But it's like, it's sinew. It's not like.
His arms are bigger than mine.
What?
His arms are bigger than mine.
Yeah. Anyway.
But so, Adventure Time does for us. Totally good kind of.
I was scared.
Adventure Time feels to me like a kind of shame. And some people definitely won't agree with this, because before Adventure Time we had shows like Chowder and Flapjack.
Oh yeah, dude,
which-
Flapjack's fucking amazing.
Yeah,
Flapjack's so goddamn
and
weird.
they both had this kind of level of, and they both had to some extent a level of storytelling like this. But neither lasted as long as Adventure Time did, and didn't have like as over. It didn't have arcs.
Yeah,
of
it wasn't as serious or as like.
Yeah, or as like deep in its world.
Flapjack is one of the most disturbing shows I watched as a child.
Well, like the target for Flapjack and Chowder are more the comedy than it was the
narrative.
Yeah, the
right.
the
Well,
story.
so that was the beginning, though,
Which is fine.
But like towards the end of both of those shows, they actually began to do Chowder less so.
Yeah.
Chowder much less so.
Flapjack got its ass canceled. So.
Yeah, but it had an ending still.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, so it still had an ending. I think it's so it didn't have the ending that I think anybody expected, but the ending was just they went off into the distance to find someone new.
Gotcha.
I believe that was the ending of the show. But and then Adventure Time comes around, and I don't want to give it more credit than it's due, but just as someone who was watching the shows and seeing how they came out, you would see a noticeable change where you would still have some of the more childlike shows, but those childlike shows in the very background or in the very back end of the seasons that would come out would have this deeper level of storytelling. And then you would have shows come out where that deeper level of storytelling is now the forefront, and then you would have more comedic episodes. And my favorite example of this, and still might be still is one of my all-time favorite shows to come out on Cartoon Network, is what's the show called? Fucking Mordecai and Rigby.
Oh, you're talking about regular show.
Yeah, regular show.
That's one of Matt's favorite shows too.
Regular show is. Have you guys ever seen it?
No,
not a lot of it.
I believe it. I know it's Inception though was from an acid trip.
So that show is amazing, and the show is stemmed in very real world problems and tells very real world stories, but has fantastical supernatural elements, like Skips. Yeah, Skips everywhere, and he's a giant immortal yeti.
Yeah.
It's great.
Fuck no.
And the culmination of that show, its ending, perfectly encapsulates the type of story that it is. The first half of the ending is Pops, the super old guy, has to go into fucking Cosmic Ghost Pops form to fight the evil soul of his ancestor to save the universe. And that's the first half of the... I'm absolutely booking it because I didn't do watch it. That's the first half of it. The second half of it is just everyone else's... It's just the rest of their lives. And something that resonated with a lot of people, me especially, was that throughout the entire show, Mordecai's trying to get this fucking pink bird girl, who's the same... He's a blue bird guy, and he wants this pink bird girl.
Yeah, okay.
He goes through this whole thing, and then the ending happens, and it's a big time jump to see where they are, and like Mordecai becomes a big artist and stuff. But when you see him, he's not with her anymore.
Huh.
He's with someone else. And so it's like that first love of his just didn't work out.
Oh,
That's cool.
Even though he had like this big crush on her, and like everyone's doing different things with their lives, and they thought they would, and they all have kids, and they were talking about it and stuff. It's great.
oh shit.
That reminds me of the ending of Codename Kids Next Door, when it was live action and there were adults allowed to get their memories back to tell the story.
That was
That
fucking
was so
weird.
fucking weird.
That was weird.
And like, is that the one where number one?
Number one joins the Galactic Kids Next Door, and
Yeah.
that was gonna be the sequel show, but it like never happened.
And like Wallaby, the number 4, the Australian guy.
Oh, I should
was
mention
like
something,
a fucking
right?
Navy SEAL or
Pause.
some shit.
You know how we're talking about Codename Kid Next Door?
Don't pause the game.
Well, that's him.
That's Drake Chase, I believe. He's number
Really?
1.
That's interesting. Oh man.
When you say him, you mean Genichiro?
Yeah, Genichiro.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, Genichiro Ray Chase. Is number 1 and number 2 in Codename Kid Next Door.
That's super interesting. But so seeing more shows like Regular Show and Adventure Time come out that
I didn't do
truly, and there's some new shows that are out there that I just haven't watched that some people tell me have storytelling like that. One of them is Gravity Falls.
I was
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
ask you about Gravity Falls.
Everyone in the so Jacob loves that show. Everyone
Okay.
and their mother is like, you very much appreciate the storytelling that happens in these other shows. You would appreciate Gravity Falls.
An
Yeah.
old friend I used to play League of Legends with was obsessed with Gravity Falls.
Well, so there's one thing that's always made me want to watch Gravity Falls, and that's that the Illuminati is literally just a tiny triangle man.
Oh yeah, Bill Cipher.
Yeah. and I see that, and so something that drew me to that is that that's fucking just normal
Well,
in that show, but it's also not normal.
I believe the point of him, I actually haven't seen the show, I've only
haven't
heard
seen the show
about
either.
Bill Cipher, is he's making fun of the Illuminati conspiracy of the dollar bill. Do you not know this?
No, I know that.
Oh, the conspiracy?
Yeah, I know the dollar bill conspiracy, but it's like,
Yeah, so that's what he is he's that symbol of
okay.
the dollar bill conspiracy.
But so, and so this can all be tied way back to both Detective Pikachu and the Sonic movie.
Okay.
Alright.
I feel the Sonic movie is treating its audience like children with its overall story and storytelling. And while Detective Pikachu... No, fuck it. Yeah, no, Detective Pikachu is more adult because it's about who murdered my father, and hey, my father might not actually be dead.
Yeah.
And shit is trying to tell a more adult story.
Yeah. Well, let's try to tell just a better story.
Yeah. So anything that has like, and this like naturally doesn't apply anymore. Anything that is like, oh, like he has overtly died or has overtly been killed, I feel is now immediately treading into like more adult storytelling things. Even though that absolutely isn't true anymore.
Yeah.
Because a lot of shows will have like a lot of kid shows on Cartoon Network will have overt themes of, oh, he's been murdered, oh, he's died.
I mean, like, could you imagine back in like 2001 what the rating of Avengers Endgame would have been?
It
Yeah.
might have been R, like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because
They
the
said-
amount of times they say shit, like, I'm still not accustomed to hearing shit in a PG-13 movie with liberal use, and everyone, yeah, that's just what they say. Like,
Oh no.
it's
Yeah.
so weird. Oh.
I thought it was gonna be lightning.
So we're not gonna spoil Avengers Endgame, but yeah, they do say shit in it. But by the time you see this video,
Yeah, it should be a month out, so.
yeah, it
More
should-
than that.
Yeah, you should. Well, I don't know how the fuck they upload shit.
Mhm.
Every time I look at the channel and see what videos are uploaded, it's fucking weird to me.
Oh,
Well,
jeez.
so we were doing Resident Evil Kingdom Hearts, but then we're out of Kingdom Hearts. So he's now posting DMC.
Yeah, I saw that he was supposed to Kingdom Hearts. He's on like part 14. I was like, why is he posting Kingdom Hearts? We're not gonna finish that game for a while.
Yeah.
Well, it's because
But then
it's
I'll-
in
yeah,
the
but that's
order
just-
that we've recorded
Yeah.
in. So like when we're done with Resident Evil, it's gonna be, I believe Sekiro.
Yeah, and then once DMC's done, then we're probably gonna see Days Gone.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Well, not hopefully. We're recording Days Gone next.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Anywho.
Well, because I know the government's been fucking you over.
I don't know.
Anyway, what were you saying, Alec? I'm sorry, I
I
interrupted
felt
you.
so. That was so close.
I don't know. Remind me that was easily.
Detective Pikachu.
Yeah,
kids
so
with
about
it's,
the narrative.
so it's quite obviously like telling a more adult story. And
Mhm.
back when we were kids, the adult story was something we had to look up online and be like, oh, look what adult things they hid in this,
Yeah.
and all that.
You say they used AC/DC in that one movie. The one which wasn't Despicable Me, but it was like better that.
Oh, Megamind.
Yeah.
Megamind's fucking awesome,
Yeah.
but its trailer deceives people.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be shitty Despicable Me ones actually. It's
no,
amazing.
it's actually- well, didn't Megamind come out first?
Yeah. Wait, no, I think they came out around the same time.
Well,
I think it's
no,
like
no,
a
no, they
Catwoman Black Cat situation
They-
where
they-
they,
they
came
come
out
out-
like
they
within the
came-
same year.
Oh yeah, no, they did come out in the same year. That's like 100% for sure. But so Mega Man's awesome because its trailer, and I don't even know why they compare the two movies because they are vastly different movies. Megamind is all about what would happen if the villain killed the superhero in the opening of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Thank you,
and that-
iframes.
and that got me very interested in the movie because I think the trailer is the hero's skeleton fucking flying out of the fucking tower that gets blown up. I was like, oh shit, what year is it? This is a weird year for this shit to be happening. Because again, it was around that time where stuff like that didn't really happen.
Yeah.
I was very interested in it. And then you go in and like the villain does eventually like become the hero. I feel like from Megamind's early trailers, there might have actually been a different story there, and those were the trailers for that different story. But I feel like it was changed so late in the creation of the movie that some of those scenes are still in there, but just kind of juxtaposed slightly differently to fit the new story.
I mean,
Yeah.
the true hilarity is it's Megamind is Will Ferrell. Despicable Me is Steve Carell. Like,
So
Is it Will Ferrell?
yeah,
Oh,
it's Will Ferrell playing opposite Brad Pitt,
that's hilarious.
and Despicable Me is Steve Carell playing opposite the worst thing to meme culture since I don't know.
Well,
No-
since
nothing.
that dingo.
Yeah, there's
potato
nothing
baby.
worse.
it's well because they keep making more movies.
I fucking hate the Minions, dude.
I hate
Like,
them so much. So here's the thing: I very much enjoy the first Despicable Me movie.
yeah,
It's an excellent movie.
And the big reason why people do compare it is because it's the villain turning a good guy type thing.
yeah.
I very much enjoyed it because it came out around the time where I could still appreciate young things like that, and I wasn't so critical of it.
Yeah. You had your youthful charm.
Well, not the youthful charm. It's just that I was like,
Haha, I jumped it, motherfucker.
is like
Sorry.
I would see this kid movie, and I would still be like, yeah, this is just what kids movies are. They don't need to evolve. And now I'm like, everything needs to evolve. Which is why I'm happy seeing shit like Detective Pikachu, and why I'm not happy seeing shit like Sonic.
Yeah. I remember, man, I felt like such a douchebag. You went to go see the Minions movie, and we were all in a group chat. This was back before we were even on a group chat in Facebook. It was through text. Like, either
You see,
Seen
someone was fucking busting my balls hard about going to see the Minion movies.
that was me.
What I thought wasn't it also Peter?
I-
No, that was for a different thing.
Yeah, no. I
No,
was
no,
like,
no, no. Peter was there, and I was like, I'm just gonna go see this movie, and you guys fucking with me hard. And I was like, can you guys just let me go see the movie?
Yeah, I'm like,
And I was very upfront. It's like, yeah, it might be, but can you just let me see the movie? It might be bad. It might just
yeah, I felt like such a fucking dude.
see the movie.
Because-
And then Peter jumped on that. He's like, oh, you always talk shit about Call of Duty whenever new Call of Duty comes out. You don't have any right to speak. And I was like, Peter's very lucky I'm driving to this house right now. Peter's very lucky that he's not in the same room
Well,
as me.
my reasoning behind it, which I now realize how flawed it was my whole fucking week when that goddamn movie was coming out was hatred. I hated everything about the Minions spin-off movie, every trailer, the fucking marketing, how everything was Minions. That's when those memes with the sassy quotes started, and they haven't died yet.
No, they haven't.
God! But
Dude.
so Fucking. I'm just sitting
How
there.
redlined was that?
Not really. The mic kind of Nate has to like make us louder in post.
I'm just sitting
so
there.
So it's much harder to redline.
I'm playing some fucking video game. Who even cares? And I just get a text from my bestest friend, my brother, my family.
Don't go fighting nature again. Rest up this right
Yeah.
now.
And such betrayal just resonated in my heart. Like, you can't go see the Minions movie. Why would you do that? It is capital scum.
I want to say the only reason why I went to go see it is
Capital
because
scum.
nothing else was like happening.
Probably.
I was just bored.
But I couldn't deal with it. I just couldn't fathom. I understand the father in Romeo and Juliet now. Both of them.
No.
I get it.
Hang on, wait. No, I don't want to get into Romeo and Juliet. We're done with the episode.
Okay.
We'll see you guys next time.
All right. Peace.
I was about to go off on a tangent.